The taxi game. Every taxi we hailed in Bogota refused to take us back to Wonder's neighborhood. They were afraid we would rob them or have someone waiting for us to do the deed. In Bogota, the concept of transportation seemed to be the battleground of class warfare. I lose the taxi game because cabbies don't find going up to La Herondura profitable because no one there would afford to hail them back on the way down from the mountain. Cabs reject us for hours, most of them coming from poverty themselves, voluntarily giving in to classism. Finally, a cabbie who had grown up in the neighborhood would take us home. This would continue to happen to us throughout the trip, especially at night after drinking, dampening my attitude. I realized it was pretty much the same back home. Just you try to get a cab from Midtown to Brownsville or Mott Haven, and you'll have to live through this insult anytime you want to take your family home. Profit motive doesn't recognize the lines on the map that we've drawn up. In Bogota, most of the time in these cabbies, I wasn't allowed to speak English because of threat of kidnap or extortion or ATM hopping by gunpoint to clear out my debit account. Slim pickings there, assholes. Then I'm stabbed out of frustration because they wasted a night on me. Lili's baby daddy, Vaymar, drove a taxi. He acted as a chauffeur whenever he wasn't on a fare. He didn't have a discount, but it was a guaranteed safe ride. He put on the only English songs that he had on his iPod. Sean Paul's Give Me the Light and Guns N' Roses' November Rain. What, no Mumford & Sons? When he drove, he would explain things about the city and point out its features like abandoned and looted hospitals that still had all their equipment in them because the government didn't want to pay for their removal. We talked about things of interest like politics, oil, and hookers. He drives me past the worst brothels in towns and spoke to me of the best ones. Angelo's and La Piscina, Castillo de Culo. Vaymar will always be part of what I know as a Bogota night. And the rest of the cabbies have been considered as reliable as the New York City's MTA.